Hey guys. What's up? Just messing around in here today, finishing up some stuff. My son and my wife are in the other room. He's racing on the big track. Just messing around in here today. Let's just pause all this. All that. Boy, it looks dark behind me, but it's definitely not dark. Hey, Tom. So I am selling these 4 cars that came with my Super International. I have Indy cars, and I don't, I'm not too huge about these, so I am selling these 4. So I just took pictures of them to put on eBay. So I am gonna put them on eBay tonight. And my eBay name is, unless somebody wants to buy them directly from me, I'll take PayPal. But my eBay name is ADHU4230. ADHU4230. So that's the plan to sell these, because they're brand new. They're in the packaging, never ran. You can see they've never been opened, nothing. So the plan is to sell these starting tonight. Actually, I was getting ready to glue my other track. So, 5 people on. That's cool. If you hear people, I shouldn't say people, my wife talking loud and my son, they're racing on the 132nd track. So, here's the finished product the other night from the power taps I did. I made 2 sets. I haven't, so you can see the work there. I haven't hot glued this side yet. Actually, that's what I was getting ready to do. So, I'm happy with my work. You can see what these ones look like. So, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's put these over here. I'm ready to hot glue these. More sticks. Hopefully this is the right one. But clean up my track. I gotta get my workbench going in here. But I guess I could show you guys. How's the camera look? See, it's in 1080p. It should be in 4K. I don't know why it's not streaming in 4K. Because I switched it to 4K. But, oh well. Only Tom watched. Well, there's 4 people watching, but only Tom comment. Oh. Sign's crooked over there. That's not good. I may go Saturday to help Pro Tinker at, oh, okay, good deal. I'm just trying to clean up my mess here. But I'm past the 150 mark, so I do plan on doing a giveaway this week. So I'll show you guys this. Oh no, my solder came off. Well, I'm glad that happened now and not later. Huh. What a bad job that was, huh? I might have to fix that. Thanks, Tom. She's still not. I hate how stringy this stuff gets. My wife's cheap one. Hey, Rich. Oh, Rick. Hey, yeah. I was gonna say my wife said it came. She got a notification. Hey, Tom Young. Got a bunch of Toms. So you can see one of my solders came off. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. How's it look? You happy with it? Hope so. Hope it looks fine. I just put this stuff away too. One sec, guys. Keeping track of the progress. Yep. Did the card look fine, Rick? Packaging. Hey, was there a sticker in there? That's on. There should be a sticker. There's a new dog we got. Don't let her on that thing, please. But her name's Expensive. That's her name.
Oh, it's delayed.
Yeah, a couple of about 20 seconds. So she's a good dog. So is the dog, or so is Callie.
You're stupid.
Let me check. Hey, Robert Fish. Robert, one of my things came off. So I'm in the process of repairing it. You watching? See how I do this? Where did I put the solder? Oh. She's cuter than you, Adam. That ain't hard. Excuse me.
That can happen to the best of us.
Right.
What are you doing?
They were racing in on the 132nd track. My son, I came down and had a small oil built. I thought that was kind of funny. So. Hey people, all right. Let's do this. This must take a little while. It says it's at 570. Hmm. Trying just to get it hot so it Can you guys see well? You can zoom in on this camera too if you want. Where's the It feels like it's not. Maybe this just isn't hot enough yet. I just turned it on, so that could be the reason. The only kind they had at Lowe's. I don't need that much. Oh yeah, I forgot the cooling pad. You know what? I'm good so far, so. Man. Don't want to do that. What the heck? I know this is hot. Maybe it's not. It's not even melting that. It's not even melting the solder. But I know it's hot. Now I start getting pissed. Yeah, I don't know why this isn't getting hot. I can smell it. I can feel the heat from it. I know it's hot. There we go. Now it's just getting warm. Okay. Here we go. I may have butchered this one. I don't know, it doesn't, it's not as smooth as it was. This solder's not coming off like it did last time. And I don't know why. I find that tinning the rail with a small blob of solder and then reheating the blob with a tinned wire works well. It just doesn't seem like it wants to grab on. I might just use I think I see what Ted's saying. I have a feeling I messed up this track. I don't know why, but I feel. I did such a good job the other night, and now it just doesn't feel like this is getting hot. I feel like I messed this one up. I'm gonna do something here. It's at 600 degrees. I'll turn it up. But I had it at I had it at I had it at 570 something. I mean, something like that. The other day. So that's why I'm kind of shocked that it's doing what it's doing. I think I know why it didn't, but I think I had so much tinning on it already and I wasn't getting it hot enough. I don't know, maybe. I could be wrong. I'm sure this is painful for you guys to watch. Melt the other side. Yeah, right. I mean, that's what I was doing last time. As soon as I touched it, it would melt. So maybe I got too much crap on the in there. I think it's gonna work now. It's I think we're good. Maybe it wasn't hot enough. But, I mean, it's hotter than what I had the other day. She's a little warm. It's not bad. See those little balls? That's how it's. Yeah, that works. 10 people. Hopefully that's good. I think the track's okay. Yeah, the track's fine. All right. So this side's good. All just putting stupid, you know, glue gun on, and that happens. Makes me angry. I gotta get a better glue gun. Yeah, that's what happened, I think. As soon as I cleaned that tip, Robert, it worked better. As soon as I did that. Wonderful. Now, Ted, are you still watching? If you're still watching, Ted, I got a question. So, from the powered I have 2 sets. I have 4 lanes, but I have 2 sets, 2 power taps for each lane. So, my question is that on these terminal blocks, how many, let me find it. Now, where did I put those? They're over here. Oh, they're right here. All right, Ted, so I have these I always check the continuity with the ohm meter after I finish my solder joints. Probably overkill, but I don't want to. That's true. How do I do that? That's what I'm asking you. Like, how do I check to make sure I'm getting power? Just hook up all right, so Ted, I have a 5 block, 5 terminal block. I have a 3 terminal block. Shut this off before somebody gets burnt. Do you have an ohm meter? I do, but I gotta find it. But found out the flap of the box. What? All right, so I have the 8s as well. I'm sorry, I have it. These are 12s, 10s. I know I have 8s. I counted. Yeah, here's the 8s. I don't need the 12s, I don't think. But maybe. And I got 10s. And the jumpers that come with it. So, what do I want to, and I have power, I have driver stations. So, I want to take, where would you suggest on my track, where do you suggest that I put, the start finish line is over there. So where do you suggest I replace this? Because I do have, where do you suggest I put my my power taps? There's the driver station. So I have 4 of them. Because that's where that's where I don't know what I'm doing. So, I'm waiting for you to respond. Because, or anybody, not just Ted. If anybody has an idea, and then I gotta bring up Mark's diagram he sent me. I want to get this thing started and finished. Get it done. So we can have real racing with real controllers. Are you looking at, I can't even see that far. Sorry, Robert, I can't see. Are you locating the driver stations at the corner of the table? That is the plan, Robert. So I think it would be easier to put, like one guy over here or one station over here, one station here, one station over there, and one station over there. That is the plan. That is the plan. So what do you think? But I have no idea what my voltmeter is. Gosh, people have borrowed it so many times. I don't even know how where I put it. Here we're good. So you're saying, Ted, to put a voltmeter to, so I could probably put, what, a battery to something here? Or how can I check power? Well, let me ask you this, Ted. I could be an idiot because I don't know, but can I just, smells funky. Can I just put, plug this in and then hook up the wires to this and see if I get power to the track? 9 volt? Well, I have 9 volt. Oh yeah, I guess that is, I could just do that, huh? I have 9 volt. Hey Scott, I'm trying to figure some stuff out. So any suggestions, I'll take it. I'm listening to everybody right now. I gotta find my 9 volt. Not there. There it is. See it. Use your power supply with clips. I don't have clips. I have so I got a battery, ohmmeter from rail to terminal to check your continuity. I hate to say this, Ted, but I don't know what that means. So should I, so black is negative and red is power, correct? Try it on my car first. Yeah, I know this battery works. Maybe. It did. Boy, that would suck, wouldn't it? That car doesn't work. So that works. So red to power. Which one's power on this? Let's see. I knew I should have bought bigger ones. Power's this side. Power's the smaller side, right? Put negative on black. Okay. Son of a biscuit. This is gonna work. Can I use my voltmeter? Can I plug this in and see if it works that way? Look out. Get what I'm saying? So can I? How would I do this? Oh, I know exactly what I can do. Where's my stuff? That's gonna frustrate me. Oh, here it is. I guess I could take these out real quick. Use the power supply. Okay. I'll fix it all right now. I got a million of these things, so I'll just make it easy. So red. It's probably not going to be long enough. See, I'm doing this for all of us so we learn. Because I don't know, and I'm sure a bunch of other people don't know. Just like I don't know. Now, I know how to do this. Right on that. Am I driving you guys crazy? That's a power supply, not a voltmeter. I would help if I could talk on the phone. It would help if I could talk on the phone. Are you just checking to see if you get solder points are good? Yeah. I don't have a voltmeter. I have a voltmeter, but I don't know where it is. I'm not going to waste your guys' time. Let me ask you this. Can I see if I get power to this by running a track on it? Like this. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe I'm an idiot and I'm like, you guys are like, what the heck's he doing? But car on track, touch wires with 9 volt. Oh shit. I guess I could have done that, huh? Duh, you guys are right. Alright, red is positive, black is negative. Such an idiot. Hey, we got power, it works. So let's check the other side. Well shit, sorry, excuse my language. So we got that one to work. That guy just blew my mind, whoever that was. Hook the wires to the track. Yeah, that's what we just did. So, positive. Which track are we on? This one. It did seem like it worked. I can feel that getting hot, I think. Maybe that's not gonna work. Yep, we got power, guys. So look. Here we go. Good deal. It comes with a great wiring diagram. What? Look at the wires. Alright, so this one works. So we know that. So that's a good one. So let's test them all. So these I did the other day. Let's check this one. red to this, and hey, we got power. There we go. That one. Oh man, I'm so glad Ted told me to do this. So I did something right. Hey, we got power there too. All right, so that one's good. So these are all good. All these that I did are good. I'm happy. Now I know what I'm doing with that. Okay. So, you should solder the terminals to the wire. Terminals to the wire. So these things, Ted? You're saying I should solder these to this? Can't I just unscrew them? And do that? Can I just screw them in here? You should call me, Ted. I'll put my phone number if you want. You don't have to. Heck, anybody can call me. I don't care. If you want. You don't have to. Don't feel obligated. Scott, if Ted doesn't want to and Scott wants to, you're more welcome to as well. I don't care. But yeah, here's the power supply I got. eBay. Amazon for like $50, something like that. Ah, here he is. Evening, Ted.
Ted.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, so when I'm talking about the terminals, I'm talking about the little spade terminals that you were just trying to touch to, to your power supply. If you're just crimping those,
yeah,
that crimp can wear off, or bust. I mean, are you it's just an extra precautionary method, because if you get a loose connection somewhere, it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it's a gremlin to find it. So you're saying on the crimping, on the crimps, I've just shown on the thing, so the little like fork looking things, you're saying to solder them to that, correct?
Solder them. So what I do is I take 2 pairs of pliers.
Yeah.
I crimp onto the little forky part, and
yeah.
then I use another piece to pull that plastic shield off.
Yeah.
And then I'll put that plastic shield down on the wire, then solder that spade thing to it, and then push that thing back up on it.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
Yep. So I'm looking at Viasu's, because I bought 2 from Viasu. So I'm showing on the camera exactly. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
So I totally understand what you're saying. Okay. So I will do that. Yep.
Okay, and then earlier I was talking about the wiring diagram.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you can use the stuff you've got. You've got more than enough, of those wiring terminals. You don't need that many that you got.
I figured.
But it's okay. But the easiest way for people to do this is to buy the one from Professor Motor, because it also has built-in circuit breakers on it, so that if you do your reverse polarity, it doesn't burn anything up.
Professor Motor, you're saying?
Yeah, Professor Motor.
Okay.
Is he's like right around the corner from where I live, but he does mostly one
32nd or 1/24.
32nd scale stuff.
Okay.
But he does have wiring, kits that he sells, and they got a great wiring diagram. Because once you get all these, terminal things built up, it'll be more helpful for you when you're trying to wire everything up underneath the table.
Right. So, my driver stations, I have to buy a relay. You think, correct? Or is that what this I'm showing on the camera? Is that what? So I have the positive and the negative, and then the braking, I assume, and then there's another button. I'm showing on the camera now. You might have to wait a little bit, but what's?
Yeah, we're ahead or behind or whatever.
I know it's probably.
You're not even on the phone right now.
Oh, okay.
Watching.
So it just showed on mine. So.
Oh, there you go. Now you're showing. Yeah, you got the three pieces.
Yep.
And that relay thing in there, I don't have that on mine.
Okay.
I think mine are built into with the Professor Motor one.
Oh, okay.
So wherever you bought those from, did they give you a wiring diagram for it?
No. Well, I don't think. No. These are from Viper.
Okay.
So, but Viasu, and I do have it from Mark's Slot Car Garage, a diagram that he got, and I don't know if that was from Viasu or that was from Viper. I think it might have been through Viper. I can't remember. But it showed, but I was still confused. So, like...
is Mark the guy that got the nice Viper track?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah,
so he's probably got a great diagram file that you should
okay.
be fine.
All right, good deal. Well, I'm just happy that I soldered that and it works. So.
Yeah. So when I was talking earlier too about the blob, so if you are first you want to get your tip cleaned
Yep.
and tinned, just so it's nice and shiny. It should be shiny and look like molted solder, right?
Yep.
Put that on and heat up your track rail. All
Yep.
right? And then put a blob of solder there.
Yep, that's what I did.
You always want to pre-tin everything.
Okay.
So now you got a tinned blob on your rail and your wiring's tinned. Then you should be able to take that wire, set it on top of where that blob is, put your iron on top of the wire, and heat the wire and that blob of solder and the rail together, and that should heat up and
Understood.
And
it was
together.
I think it was dirty because when I did it the first time, and that was a brand new iron, it worked perfect. So I think that tip was just dirty, and as soon as I wiped it off good, that's when it heated up, no problem.
Yeah. So there'll be a lot of people will use like a sponge, or they'll have different things that'll pull the dirty stuff off. So you want to clean that dirty stuff off, and if it doesn't look shiny, then you could just put a little solder on it and re-tin that tip.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that will because a good looking tip will look like melted solder.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Now.
So you're perfect when now that you've cleaned the tip.
Okay.
That's perfect.
All right, good deal.
So, and you just want to try to get in there real quick and get out of there real quick, because the longer you're in there, the better chance you got to melt in the plastic.
Right.
And I've had times where I've melted a little bit, maybe a little bubble up, and if you take a little sandpaper and you can sand that down smooth, and it works out okay too. Sometimes you can repair whatever damage you've done. Sometimes if you get too bad, you're just chuck it and grab a new piece.
I've gotten the guys were telling me the other night just to I put an ice pack underneath, and that helped. I think.
The one problem with that is when you put the ice pack underneath, all right, it's also cooling the rail.
Oh.
Okay, so then as you're cooling the rail, well, you want the rail to be hot.
Right, that's a good point too. If
that rail continues to get cold, what happens is you get a cold solder joint. So you'll get hot solder and you'll put it on there, and it gets cool down too quickly. You don't get you get what they call a cold solder joint, and you can tell if you got a cold solder joint because it doesn't look. A good solder joint should look kind of shiny, a little bit, and a cold solder joint will be really dull. And they'll bust off real easy.
I think that's what maybe happened to my last one, possibly, or I just didn't have a good solder on it. But thankfully, I'm glad that you told me, hey, test that out before you, really go at it. So. Yeah.
So do you have like a voltmeter?
I do. We moving in the new house, over the summer, and I have it somewhere.
You know how to use the voltmeter
in
the home section? Yes.
So yep.
That's what I do. I use that, and I'll just put one on the rail, and then that little fork, when I said the terminal, and that's what I'm talking about for the terminal.
Okay.
So, that's called a spade terminal, and then what you got, the other things are terminal blocks.
Right.
Okay, that you put the spade terminal into. So, even though they're both called terminals, one's a spade, one's a block.
And that's where I'm confused too, like with the jumpers and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to look more into that because I assume I have to jump these.
I'm not sure the ones you've got.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they got them where they got, they come with them.
They did.
they send it all the way down the block. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
everything is, you only want certain ones. So maybe you can cut them to what you need. And so when you're looking at, the wire guard diagram, was it Mark that gave you it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So the wire guard, you'll know. So then and then make sure to color code your wires to try to keep black.
Yep, I did.
And try to get colors for your lanes. So you're going to have different colors for your lanes because you'll have different things. And you're going to have to, actually you've got your timing system already wired in, so you don't have to worry about that. You're just redoing your power, right?
Well, the timing system, it's a plug and play, so I didn't have to wire anything other than just plug it into a USB. But I do have a master call button that I got with it that I have to look in more into that and see how that's wired in or if it's not wired in.
Okay, yeah, it's probably something you should wire in.
Yep.
Because the call buttons work great because if you need to stop a race or for whatever reason for a short period of time, it basically that will be wired. The call button will get wired in with your power supply, with what you're working on now, and your timing system, so that it stops the power to the track and pauses the timing system is usually what they do.
I can do it with my keyboard, which is kind of cool, on my computer. So I can hit that, and I didn't even know that until the mayor showed me when we were at his house. I think it was him, or it might have been Mark, but either or, I still bought it, so I want to, put it to the track. So, but yeah, so hopefully I can get this done this weekend with everything and have it all wired up.
So now, are you just making enough of those to power your system, or are you going to be putting power taps all through your track?
Well, I didn't know how many I should make. I have 2 per lane. So I have a set. How should I say this? I confused Mark the other night. So I have a 4-lane track, and I bought 2 power taps. So one for each, how should I say this? One for each piece of track. And then I made another set.
Yeah, so you've got extras. So do you find that when you're running your track before you start doing this, are you getting any dead spots further away? Because the longer tracks you get, like Scott's got a huge track. So he probably has power taps at different spots in his track to make the power more even out. Now my track, because it's a shorter track, even though it's 4 lanes, it's not anywhere near as long as for running distance as Scott's is. I don't have any power taps.
Oh, okay.
It makes it easier if you don't use them, but if you find that the power is not equal around your track, you can add those. You can add those in later.
Okay. Well, that's what I figured I'd do it now. I make extra ones now and put them in, just because hey, I'm gonna try to do it, and obviously they work, so I might as well add them in, maybe on the back side of the track.
Yeah. So if you're gonna do that, put them the farthest away. So right now you've got. So do the 2 you've got, and for your power, and then you'll have the other, so you'll have 4. So then you'll have 2 for your power taps on the other side of the track, the furthest away from where you put your original power in, and then you'll have to send wires over to those for the power taps. And I don't know how to wire those up, but I'm assuming they'll be in Mark's diagram.
Yeah,
If not, I'm sure Scott can send you a diagram.
Right, Scott and Mark are gonna probably assist me on that, and that's where I was confused, kinda a little bit. But they said as soon as I get the first one down, it's easy peasy after that. So.
Yeah, it's the same thing over and over and over again with the power taps. Once you figure out how to do it, and you'll just put terminal blocks under your table. And you'll run 2 leads over there, and you'll wire them up from each of those spots. It'll be easy. If you got trouble, you can call me, or I'm sure Scott would talk to you or somebody.
Sure.
It's going to be a lot easier to talk to people on the phone than it is to try to type in this message.
I know. I felt bad. I was like, oh man. But I appreciate your time.
Okay.
I appreciate your time, and it's crazy how far that I didn't even have a track set up, just, you know, a little thing when we first started this, or when Brian started doing his live streams, and now I got a whole room dedicated and things on walls, and it's crazy.
Yeah, you got a great layout too. You know, it's a high speed layout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's cool.
Cool.
Especially great for your kid.
That's why I did it.
It's not real technical, and
right.
He can get long runs. You know, so you did an excellent job on your track layout.
Oh, I appreciate it. All right, buddy. Well, I'll let you get going, and I appreciate your help, and we'll talk to you soon.
You have a good one.
All right, see you, Ted. Bye, bye. Guys, that's U of M. Super, super nice guy. I've known him a long time now from PTT's live stream. Met him a few times in person. Just always super helpful. So I apologize if I missed anybody from the thing. So to put the other halfway around the track. Okay, connects in between the power ground and the ground power tap to track. Totally don't know what you mean there, Scott, but we'll figure it out. And Mayor, add Adam to solar panel cold call list. Oh, no, I don't think so. But, all right. So, from my, which terminal block do I want to use, Scott, to start off of to my power supply? Do I want to use 3? I don't have to call everybody at night, and I'm sure the last thing you want to do is be on the phone at 8:45 at night. 3, 5, 6, 8, 12. I'm sure I don't need these. I'm sure it's going to be 5 or this. I might even have 4s. I think I have 4s too. To put the other 2 halfway. I read that. I thought I had 4s. Yeah, I have 4s. So I have 3s, 4s, 5, 6, and so on. See you, Ted. Boy, this is piping hot. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was just dirty. Good seeing you, Ted. Really was. Good talking to you, too. I'm surprised Mark's not on here tonight. But I assume... So Ted says to solder these ends of the crimps when I do these on the terminal track. So I'll do those off camera sometime. And I see what you're saying. And then slide back over. But, well guys, we got good news. My power taps that I made work. So that is good. I'm happy with that. So it's been a good live stream, I think. We've learned something. We made a little progress. Now I'm getting to the point where, you know, I need to figure out how I need to start. You know, where I need. I assume I need to start with the power supply over there, and get rid of these tracks. So, well, guys, I really appreciate everybody watching and commenting. I'm gonna video the whole thing, you know. It might take, you know, a week or so to figure this out, but we'll get there, and we'll live and we'll learn and make mistakes, but we'll all learn from it. So I appreciate everybody's help. Maybe I'll do another one tomorrow night. I don't know what I got going on tomorrow, but I'm trying to make progress with this. So even if I'm drilling holes and wiring up 2 things, it's a progress. So all right, guys. Well, I appreciate you checking in tonight. We'll do another one tomorrow. Maybe I'll start that around 7:30. Hopefully, I don't think anybody's got anything. If somebody's got something going on, I'm still going to do it. But I appreciate everybody stopping in.